All right, people, back for another episode. Palmetto Cat Crew. Darien Rencher, my guy KJ Henry. What's good, bro?
What's up, baby? What's up? What's up?
Come on, let's get into it. All right, so first things first. Senior day. It's not your last time around the hill, but it was commemorating a fifth year. KJ Henry Clemson. How did it feel to go through senior day?
Yeah, that was tough. Standing at the top of the hill, I was fighting back them tears. It was a back and forth, and saw Sweeney. I felt like I pushed it to the corner, and then I saw our parents. Boom! I just got smacked. I just got knocked out, bro. Like started coming down. I was like crying like a freaking baby. So it was, but it was good tears of joy, obviously. Been here so long, I just loved every moment. So yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day.
For sure, bro. I think the tears thing is real. Like, yeah, they definitely hit you because I remember seeing your parents. Just like seeing Sweeney is like, dang, all right, this is a cool moment, and it's like, but seeing your parents, bro, it's like all the sacrifices and emotions just come. I'm like, I remember bawling my eyes out. I saw my mom. I was like, dang, we made it. We ain't make it. We still, but we made it here. We did. We came here. We conquered. We did this.
For sure.
Then, bro, just like obviously another big win, 40 home games in a row. Like, I don't think people really can put that in perspective. There's like no other. I don't know what the record is, but I think there's no other teams in college football that have done that in a
Yeah.
while, if not ever. How does it feel to be a part of that?
Yeah, I've yet to put it in perspective. Honestly, it's kind of like Coach Sweeney says, one of the things where you just like reminisce when you're done. You just kind of have your head down while you're in a moment. So head still down grinding, but I know it's a big accomplishment. And then obviously, when you do something like that, you always have to pay respect and gratitude towards the teams, before you, because obviously you didn't do it yourselves. So it's like a collective, milestone for all the guys who come before us, and we're just trying to give something to the guys after us, and obviously and finishing strong this weekend. So cool thing to be a part of, to say the least.
100%, 100%. All right, well now the boys are sitting at 10-1. After we bounced back. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about this because the scores aren't always a telltale to games. I know it's been a long season. One of the questions knocks on our team that we have to defend is like we have yet to play a complete game.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that with the remainder of the season left?
Yeah.
What's the expectation?
We definitely still have yet to, and that's still what we're fighting for. We've played a lot of complete quarters, and we got closer to.
For sure.
In the beginning of the year, it was closer to like the offense play a quarter, the defense play a quarter, and then we spread it out. And last game, we all played a collective 3 quarters, right?
Right.
And then that was kind of bummy, on both sides. Big plays and giving up a touchdown. So. We're closer. We're definitely closer, and that's kind of what we see. But we also know that a complete game in our eyes and a complete game in the eyes of the fans are like probably 2 different things. So
right,
that's understood as well. But there's there's always room for improvement. We understand that. So it's back to the drawing boards this week, and very easy to go to work and. Find that mindset to dominate this week. Very easy.
Right. I feel we got a good fan base. How do you? I know you're on social. I don't know if you read everything. But I'm sure you read some stuff that comes from the TO. How do you appreciate or deal with the expectations that comes from the Clemson fan base?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate people sharing their opinions because that means people care.
Right.
That means people care. But. Like I said, when you've been here long enough, you kind of know how it works. Like you just, all right, I hear this. Now let's go play football, and it kind of shuts everybody up. No, but it's kind of like last year. Now we're 10-1. It was 10-3 last year, but 10-1 still not good enough. Coach Sweeney set a precedent, I think, a couple weeks ago. Like if y'all are only gonna be happy when we're 15-0 and win natties, then there's gonna be a lot of seasons that y'all just aren't happy, and that
right.
we're winning at this level is very hard. And, that's no excuse, but at the same time, being realistic is a part of this thing. So we definitely take it into account. There's no doubt about it. And we appreciate everybody's coaching, you know. But at the end of the day, we know what we're doing, and we know what we're striving to do. So that's all that really matters.
For sure. Then, bro, all right, so last week was senior day. This is about to be your actual last game in the Valley. And what a
Yeah.
nice little thing that's shaking up here, bro. Come off a top 5 win. They come into the Valley. How does it feel to go into this rivalry game?
Man, I wish they could change our freaking game time now. Freaking, beating Tennessee like that. If that doesn't, put this rivalry back on the map, I don't know what does. So I'm excited. I know they're excited, and we're excited. Both teams just don't like each other, and that's what's fun about that. And yeah, we're gonna have to wake up early and play some good football. But the rivalry game speaks for itself. It's gonna be a whole lot of disrespect, and it really wouldn't want it any other way. That's what makes them fun, man. So glad we get to have this one in the Valley. Obviously, haven't played this team here in a while, so I know it's gonna be electric.
No, it definitely is, bro. I'm excited. I think, like you said, bro. I think to me, what's the knock on the rivalry has been like, nobody's had a chance to even beat us. But then this year, to me, it's shaping up to really be one of those. Like, I won't be surprised if it's we do what we're supposed to do. But at the same time, I think just going to the game expectation wise, they really believe, and their fan base believes, and it's going to be a lot of people all across the country tune in. And I think it's a great opportunity for us. Let's get into this like playoff talks. I think I've been telling people even before the things started shaking out, I'm like, bro, we have every chance to still make the playoffs. Now things got to work in our favor, but to me, this is a cool opportunity to like make a statement to the country. How do you feel about the playoffs and just like what could happen in these next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I feel you remember how Coach Swin would be like, you can't go 10-0 until you go 2-0, right?
Right.
That's mindset is like, it's gonna shape out how it shapes out. But for all of the hopes that we want, it doesn't matter if we don't, lock in where we at now and handle our business. So, if it comes to the decision, where we don't get in and we won all the games that we could from this point, then that is what that is because we've done the best we can and vice versa. So that's kind of really how I feel about it. Like it's kind of indifferent to me. I think it's kind of waiting until the last one and see where it falls. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you don't handle what you got in front of you. So I know that's where all of our effort needs to be is for this next one.
For sure, bro. Like I wish they could change the game time as well for this one because I think they were sleeping on the game, bro. 12 o'clock, wake up early. What's your 12 o'clock routine? Like what's your 12 o'clock early game routine?
Yeah, early game routines, had a couple of them this year. Waking up, I usually am not a big breakfast person, but learning, I always love to learn from others and learning from Travis Etienne a couple years ago and him not eating breakfast. I make sure whenever it's a 12 o'clock game, I eat a big breakfast so that I have the energy needed, to go out and do my job. So big breakfast, going over into the notes, with the defense, and we're ready to go. It's my 12 o'clock routine kind of goes with, obviously we watch movies on Friday night, and I'm big on like the popcorn with all the butter and the salt and the candy. Right. So the only difference is if it's a 12 o'clock game, then I'll eat half a bag of popcorn instead of the full bag.
Smart man.
And try and dial back on the butter and salt, because it takes some time for all that to filter out the system. So that's probably the only two things: big breakfast, less popcorn, and then good sleep. And then it's time to get to work.
Look, that's a good game day routine. Last couple questions for you. All right, so going into like I said, last game at the Valley. What do you feel like you want to soak up the most? I guess everything you want to soak up the whole entire game day experience because it's like after this game they're gonna be clearing the fields, taking the paint off the fields, and it's gonna be no football for a long time around here. But just going to this last one, like what do you want to savor the most?
savor it all. Savor it, sleeping in hotel. My
For free?
got my room. Make sure I ain't gonna have my head down in the bus ride, just taking in the scenery of the same job and driving for the last 5 years on the way to the stadium. Making sure I'm just loving on the fans and Tiger Wall, just bringing energy to the day. That's how I can show I'm appreciative of everything. So that's really what it comes down to. And then just during the game, obviously, just the fans and their energy. Really, really challenging the fans this week to bring the energy. Sometimes when we go out there as a defense, we gotta get everybody pumped up with love. If we just run out and they already just meeting us with energy, that's the challenge this week, and that's how I'd love for us to go out, all on the same accord. So, but I'm excited for it.
Look, I did. Let's get a formal look from KJ Henry. Look, this is a formal address to the Clemson fan base. I ain't gonna lie. Last week the energy was a little off to me. I was like the heel was a little.
Yeah.
It just wasn't rocking like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't rocking. All right.
Yeah.
Formal address.
I love our fans. They be spoiled sometimes. You gotta watch them now. You gotta
They
watch
do
them.
be spoiled. All right. Public service announcement from KJ Henry himself. His last game in the Valley. What do you want from the Clemson fans?
Energy. I would love for the fans to meet the defense with crazy energy. I know it's a morning, waking up, morning kickoff. But instead of us having to get y'all riled up, would love to shoot if y'all got us pumped up every time we take the field, from the beginning to the end. I don't care what the score is, because that changes the game, man. Offensive communication, and things like that, it affects them. And it'll play a big part, in our success this weekend.
Come on, look, y'all heard it. Show up, show out, show and go, as they tell us. Show and go, get up, get ready. All right, last couple. What are your legacy at Clemson? What do you want people to remember you for?
Whew. It's a tough one.
That's a deep one. I hit you with a deep one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We got asked this early last week, so I've had a little bit more time to think about it. But that was the first time I'd been asked that question. I think for me, my legacy, I wanted to be like he cared. Like he cared about everybody, no matter who you were, no matter what your job was. He was appreciative, for your role, and he cared, and on and off the field, he showed that he cared by how he played, for his teammates, and how he was willing to do anything for them. And then off the field, he showed that he cared, just by his interactions. That's all I wanted. That's all I care about. Is just making other people feel appreciated. Obviously, the platform we have, we feel appreciated. So that's selfishly, that's where I get a good feeling, is letting others know I appreciate them. So that'd probably be the biggest thing.
Dope, bro. Dude, so what would you tell a recruit? So now you've been through it, on your way out. What you tell the next young guys? Why should they come to Clemson?
Man, now's the time. I mean, we need some more D-line dogs to kind of reload through this thing as we start to filter out. And it's nothing but opportunity, man. It's nothing but opportunity. You got one of the best coach, and in my opinion, the best coach in all of college football, who's going to, care about you as a man first. And then secondly, you're going to win games at the highest level, and you're going to look good doing it in that orange and purple. So there's nothing against Clemson right now. We're in a good spot, and we're only getting back going.
For sure. And then last one for you, bro, is I think every week people have seen you make plays, and people have been really excited for how you finish your career. Just what would you say about kind of like capping off your career with a really good season? How does that make you feel, and like how does that come to be?
I'm blessed, because as I look back on it, it's just crazy to see where I've come from, and it wasn't like necessarily like he got it out the mud, type of story by any means, right? But there's still a challenge in the expectations of being a 5-star when I look back to it and I didn't deserve to be one was definitely, not. I think a 5-star today is someone who can leave this high school, come in and play right now. And while maybe my IQ was there, my body was not ready for the college level. So seeing where I am now, just knowing the confidence that I was lacking early in my career, the strength that I was lacking early in my career, and the knowledge, and it all coming to fruition, and coming together. That's been the coolest thing. Something as simple as like I could only lift 225, one time when I first got here. So it's a little different now. I just
Right.
and things of that nature where it's like when I first got here, it just didn't seem like anything was possible, and now it's like everything's slowing down. Those
Right.
moments are the things I appreciate most, for sure.
For sure. Well done, my brother. KJ Henry episode. Looking forward to the big game this week. So let's go get it done.
Do it. Let's do it.